guys, it's Dreena from Plant Powered Kitchen. It's been a very long time since I brought a video your way, and I'm not even fully equipped to do the video today. I wasn't really planning on it, so the video might be a little bit shaky, my apologies, but we're just flying with it today. I was at the farmer's market and bought these beautiful collard greens. They are pretty massive, and after I got them I thought, why not show you guys how to do a collard wrap? So that's what I'm going to do today. These are collard greens, like I mentioned, and you can get them in the grocery store and at farmers markets. When you get them, they're not usually this big. They're usually more about this size, and they're wonderful in smoothies. They can be steamed and cooked, but they also work super great for a wrap, and that's what I'm going to show you. Now, when I first started making collard wraps, I used them just like this, raw. But the leaves are a little bit coarse and heavy, and so not particularly pliable. If you steam them just slightly, they become very pliable, and you don't cook out any of the nutrients. So I'm just going to show you. I had a kettle boiling, and I just popped the leaf over the steam, and within a matter of seconds, it doesn't even take a minute, the leaf will soften and become a really vibrant green. And the best part of this is that you don't have to dirty any extra dishes in the kitchen. You don't have to get a pot out and steam anything and then clean it up. You are literally holding this leaf over the steam for a few seconds, and you can see right there. That's it. You can see the difference now between the leaves. So now it's very pliable. And I did another one that's just a little bit larger. So when you have the leaf like this, you want to cut out some of this coarse stalk, heavy stalk, because it's very chewy. It's not so pleasant. And you can do the same if you're using the collard completely raw. So what I do, have you got it on the cutting board there, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so I usually cut off the base like that, and then carefully flatten it out, and then trim from one of the upper edges down the length. If you tear it a little bit, I often do, it's not a big deal. Because you're wrapping it, and you know what, you're home. If it gets messy, who cares? Some are a little bit easier to trim than others. This one's a little bit stubborn. You can put it on its side when it gets to the base and just trim it down. See, and now I've removed that thick stalk. And then you've got the leaf, which is lovely, and you can add your fillings. Now what you add is up to you. I like to use whatever I have in the fridge, what's left over, what I'm feeling like would be good for lunch, what's seasonal. So sometimes if I have leftover sweet potatoes in the winter, I'll use those. Right now it's summer, so there's lots of fresh tomatoes and cucumbers and lots of good things like that. I always have hummus on hand. You guys know me and my love for hummus. Hummus is a food group in my world, and my girls as well. So you can, the best thing about hummus too is it acts as a bit of a glue almost. Well, glue is not a good word, but it helps to hold all the ingredients. So if you've got the hummus on there, and then you put your ingredients on top, it will hold it together. And I've got some red bell pepper there. I have lots of hummus recipes on my site, plantpoweredkitchen.com. You can go there and get all kinds of different ones to try out. I've got some yellow tomatoes from the market, some cucumbers, some zucchini. I always bake them a little bit with herbamare, which is a seasoning that also has some sea vegetables in there, and it's really tasty. And I'm not a fan of sea vegetables, but it's very nice. And you could try some olives on there. If you have leftover quinoa or rice or even white potatoes, you could put those in there. If you like kimchi, put kimchi in there. Roasted vegetables, grilled vegetables, all those things. So now I'm just going to roll it up. So just tilt it down there again, hun. So I just literally take over one side of the leaf, pull it up, and then tuck it in, tuck in the edges, and there's a tiny bit of tough cord there, which I'm just going to actually trim out just a little bit. because when you're wrapping it, you're tucking in the bottom anyhow. And then roll. You could fill this, if your leaf is really large, and some of these are, you could fill it with even more fillings if you like, but this is a nice size. And then cut it down the center, and you have a collared wrap. And that's a really nice late lunch. You could do one of these, two of these. If you stuff them with lots of hummus, you can add more beans, tempeh. Oh, I have some tempeh strips here. They're really nice to put in there too. So get creative, have fun with it, and I hope that the kettle trick works for you. It sure works for me. Join me again for more videos, and be sure to visit plantpoweredkitchen.com. Bye guys.